Mike. It's 2 p.m. You need to get up and find a job.
It's not 2 p.m.
It is 2 p.m.
It's a lie.
Get up.
Oh, fine.
Come on, seriously.
Oh.
You need to get up. You need to get over wolves. We've got rent to pay. Maybe football management isn't for you. Maybe I should try. How did it go?
Turns out OnlyFans isn't for me, Abs.
I could have told you that.
No one's interested in a 30-year-old, somewhat overweight man. Can't believe it.
I'm shocked.
I think I need to do some training, get myself ready again.
Are you feeling a training montage?
Ooh, yes!
Where have you been?
Guess who's got themselves a new job?
That's where?
At Billericay. So, I need to talk to you about moving to Wales.
That's in Essex.
Really?
Yeah.
Where the hell have I just been? That's right, unemployed Mike. Billericay is actually a town in Essex, in the borough of Basildon. Despite being a small town in the outskirts of London, Billericay is actually famous for a number of reasons, including the majority of its celebrities that come from the region, including comedian Lee Evans, British swimmer Mark Foster, and of course is the setting of Gavin and Stacey, which I've never watched because James Corden. And of course at the heart of Billericay is Billericay Town FC. Founded in 1880, they are a club with a rich history despite not having much in the way of silverware to show for it. The club have pretty much always been in the non-league, but in recent years have begun climbing up the English football pyramid. After promotion from the Isthmian Premier League, they now find themselves in the Vanarama National South, finishing 16th last year and looking to build upon the foundations. However, this season has not gone so well as they find themselves 21st, rock bottom of the Vanarama National League South, with a squad many believe is not quite good enough to survive in this division. This is where I step in. It's time to bring some glory to the new lodge. It's non-league to Champions League with Billericay Town. Hello everybody, welcome to FM22. The full release, not the beta, which we don't talk about, ever again. At some point the jokes about myself will stop, but until then, we carry on. Billericay Town. Oh, it's good to be back. Some of you remember a little series I did called The 30-Year Career back on FM20, I want to say. We had a really fun time with Billericay Town. It was just amazing. And now I'm back, but at the start of the process. So we are in the Vanarama National South. We are predicted to finish. It was 14th before the season started. It's now up to 7th. And is that because I've made signings? Oh, I think it is. I'd like to point out that other jobs were available. But the emotional attachment brought me back. It brought me back to Wales, to Essex, Billericay just literally sounds like a Welsh town. I'm sorry if that's not true, maybe I'm mispronouncing it, but it does sound like one. What I'm going to say as well is that I'm going to get very, very into this series. I'm actually going to make a trip up to Billericay at some point, hopefully this week, to go and see the stadium, hopefully get a few interviews with people, sort of stuff like that, get a feel for the town, and I've also made a little purchase, which I'm hoping that you guys will get on board with. If you haven't followed the club before, I want to make sure that we give them a whole new wave of fans. Hopefully everyone from this channel, we can become like the kind of the Munch town. No, it's not working. You know what I mean though. Let's get behind the team, and I've dropped a little link down to their YouTube channel down below. If you want to go and see some of the highlights and you want to go and see some of the real life football down there, make sure that you go and check it out. The club deserves a lot of praise, and more fans, get them in there. But that is real life Billericay. This is Munch Billericay. And today we're going to be kicking off with our first game against Bath. I've obviously played through the pre-season, which has gone surprisingly very well. And I've made signings, as I always do. I love the wheeling and dealing in the non-league. It's my favourite bit. Before I get stuck into the transfers, actually, what you can see here is you can see the club vision. So I thought I'd quickly go through that. We have to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team, which, as you know, for me is no issue. It's pretty much for every football manager. Not many football managers go and pick old school players. Work within the wage budget. Naturally, you'll have to at this rate. Finish in the top half. FA Cup, reach the first round. We can do that. Second round of the FA Trophy. Think we can do that. My contract expires. Thanks for pointing that out. It's good. It's always good when you read repair the club's financial damage. That's great. But that's for next year, and then also to reach the purse next year. I don't know why I'm looking towards next year. Let's just take it one month at a time, Mike. 1 month at a time. We don't need to worry about the outs because we don't know anybody, so that's fine. That's no offense to you guys. I'm sure you're all really good players for the club. And then we've also made some signings here, which I wasn't part of, but actually quite a lot of them are quite good. And you'll find this in the non-league, is that your squad essentially switches pretty much year on year due to the non-permanent contract and the part-time contracts. But I've made 5 signings. So the first thing I noticed when we came in is that we do have 2 goalkeepers, but only one of them, Bailey Vose, is actually quite good. So I've signed Jack West Astuti, who is actually Australian, getting a little bit of culture into the club. Shrimps on the barbie, Shane Warne. But he actually looks pretty decent for this level. What you've got to remember as well is at this level, basically anything in double figures is excellent. So he's a pretty decent goalkeeper. He's not going to be our first team one. So moving on swiftly. The other place I noticed that we were quite poor is up front. So I've signed Shola Ayula, which is a great name. 22-year-old, Irish, can play as an advanced forward, can play as a poacher. He's got decent off the ball, decent composure, decent finishing at 9. Heading is good at 14. He's obviously a bit taller, 185. I'm going to change that to feet, but I'm pretty sure that's around about just touching over 6'1", 6'2". Technique is good. Pace, physically, probably not as good as he could be, and that's the one thing I think that might hold him back a little bit, but I'm hoping what we're going to be is a bit more of a technical side rather than a big physical one. So hopefully we can actually just make and fashion the chances for him. That's the plan anyway. Another decent signing I made was Ryan de Havilland, which, I mean, I just went for brilliant names. Ryan de Havilland, central midfielder, looks very solid. Again, at this level, he's got 12 first touch, 12 passing, tackling of 11, so he's a bit of an all-rounder, which is good. Vision, 14. Very, very good at this level. Hopefully he's going to be able to pick passes, especially long passes over the top, to help us get our players in. Stamina of 7 is a little bit worrying, but the work rate of 12 is still pretty good. He's got decent acceleration, decent natural fitness, which makes the stamina even more baffling. This one is actually a decent sign, but it's also just for... it's young Sam Allardyce. I mean, look at that. What a lad. Sam Allardyce has joined... Allardyce. If he scores, that's going to be chanted all around Billericay Town, the new lodge. In terms of actual play, he's actually quite good, to be fair. He's got 12 heading, which is solid, 10 marking, 10 tackling. Again, very good. Physically, one of our better players. Mentally, pretty good. Aggression of 13 stands out. Doesn't sound like Big Sam at all. Teamwork of 12, work rate of 10. Could be very good. Maybe. I don't know. He might be terrible. And our last signing is arguably my best one. He is not under 23, but he was just too good to turn down. Dean Parrott. Dean Parrott is going to control the centre of midfield. He can play as an advanced playmaker, deep line playmaker, Mazzali. He can play in any of those roles. His mentals stand out brilliantly. He's physically not that good, so we're going to have to probably put some people in around there that are going to carry him a little bit. But for the technicals and for the mentals, it's worth it. There's double figures everywhere you look. He looks absolutely box office. I'm hoping that he is going to be the difference between us finishing in the bottom half and us getting up towards those playoffs. But only time will tell. I also wanted to point out that my assistant manager, this is my favourite thing so far, my assistant manager is Joe Cole. He's actually not a bad coach. He looks pretty good. Well, maybe for all you guys to pick up. You excited I finally got a job?
Yeah. Ecstatic. Would be nice if you got one that could actually pay the bills, but...
Beggars can't be choosers, abs. Can't fail as many times as I have and still expect to walk into a proper job, unless you're Ollie. Right, so, this is the lineup then. Bailey Vose is in goal. He's actually apparently not as good as West Astuti, so... But he's our vice captain, so I feel like I have an obligation to play him. It's always good. Strong management, Mike. Then at the back, we've got Daniel Ojo on the left-hand side, who looks like he could be potentially quite good. We've got some very nice mentals, actually, to be fair to him. He's got a lot of flair. He's Italian as well, so... Daniel Ojo. Very Italian name. Then in the middle, we've got Michael Chambers, who I am very, very excited about. He's definitely our best defender by an absolute mile. He's a man-mountain as well, 196 centimetres, so basically, he's about 6'4", 6'5". And then next to him... Allardyce! Yes, please do well. But this guy could be our other standout player, especially at the back, is Marvel Ekpiteta. Ekpiteta, I think is how it's spelled. He plays as a fullback, only on defend. He's really not very good at going forward. He's only 25 years old, got great determination, which is good positioning, good marking, good tackling, very, very good physically, apart from the strength, which I find baffling. So he's playing as like the kind of fullback on defend. I've kind of gone for a gegenpress, but actually it was just the template I used. It's not actually a gegenpress, and I'll walk you through that sort of side of things in a second. In the middle, we've got 34-year-old Charlie Lee, who's the most experienced player in the team. Pretty still good physically for a guy of his age. Good technicals, good mentals, very useful in the middle of the park. Next to him is also my other favourite, Jai Reason. He seems a reasonable player. Good long shots, passing, technique. Very good going forward. He's going to be playing as our box-to-box midfielder. Excited about that. I've just realised the left wing is a wee bit of a problem. I've got a chap called Foxley out there who looks potentially quite good, but here's where it gets really exciting. These two, Sutherland and Carvalho, boy. So Frankie Sutherland is great. He's 27 years old, so he's getting, he's in his prime basically, not far off of it. Brilliant technicals, mentals to die for. Physicals are pretty good as well. You can play as a winger, can play as a defensive winger, can play as an attacking advanced playmaker, which is where I've got him at the moment. He's just amazing. And then our captain, Denilson Carvalho, a Brazilian. We've got a Brazilian at Billericay. He is going to become amazing. Of that, I'm sure. I'm hoping to keep him around for a really, really long time. Like a really long time. And I need to try and match his ambition. I think he was originally from Watford. Yeah, he was an Arsenal youngster. They went to Watford, then to Huddersfield, and then finally got some game time. He's got 5 goals and 12 competitive appearances. Not bad, mate. And then, of course, we've got Ayula up front. On the bench. Of course, not actually in the bench. Jeez. We've got Joe Felix, who's a very good right back. I think he could potentially be very decent. A good foil to Ekpiteta. West Tutti. A guy called, it's Curtis Cumberbatch, but we all know the joke I'm probably going to make there. Benedict. It's such a great name. He's a very good player, as Cumberbatch. Dean Parrott is on there as well, and we've already touched on him. Excuse me. And then we've got Norman Weibo. Norman. He's literally second choice striker because his name is Norman. If I don't know the players, I base them on their names, and I'm sorry that that's stupid, but that's just the way I roll. One thing I have realised is that I'm a little bit shorter at the back than I thought I was, so might need to get myself another centre-back, potentially. So that said, I have used the gegenpress as a sort of template, but it's not actually what we're playing. So what I've gone for is I've gone for a really kind of wide attacking side. I'm going to overlap down the left quite a lot as well, because I've realised that I've got a wing back at left back but not at right back. So basically what I want is I want the right back to essentially tuck in when our left back bombs on forward. And if we do that, then that almost moves it back into a back three, which still keeps us relatively safe. Passing into space, because that's what you want to do. We're not really technically good enough, I don't think, to whiz passes through the middle of people yet. Passing directness is standard, tempo extremely high, we've got to get in amongst it, got to get at people, mix the crosses up because obviously we've got a wide range of people in there. No real sort of additional ones. I might put Be More Expressive on because I want to be known for that sort of side of things. This is where it really kind of counts, is that when we're in transition, don't counter press, drop back. When the possession has been won, we counter. Distribute the ball quickly, keep it moving very, very fast. We've got a lot of people with decent work rates, decent natural fitness. Let's make it count. And in terms of possession, I know this league. I know what happens. Balls over the top. I've dropped the defensive line back. I've dropped the line of engagement back, which is exactly why it is not a gegenpress. We're going to try and be, for the most part, pretty compact. Try and break us down if you can, which they probably will be able to because there will still be balls over the top because this is FM. But that's the sort of tactics I've gone with. If I need to change it, there's other options. Lincoln Diamond, straight off the bat. But without further ado, let's get into it. It is the first match of the Billericay save. I am so bloody excited. It's unreal. You go out there and enjoy yourselves today. I mean, absolutely nobody has reacted to that. For the record as well, I've literally got like the worst attributes you can have as a manager. Apart from, I've got one qualification. I base it on the reputation of Billericay. I've got one qualification. So here we go. First highlight. We all know why it's an extended one, so let's just stop that. Get them up to quicker match highlights, and off we go. Lee hits it long at the top. That's the passing into space. That's a lot of space, and the pressing. I did say to the boys not to press, let's be fair, but now there's one guy going on his own. Love that. Chambers into Lee. Go on, Lee. Better ball this time. Sutherland to Ojo. Ojo down the line. I like that. Foxy! Foxley whips it in. Ola! Oh, no! Put it in the other corner! Oh, God. Nearly genius. Nearly a brilliant start. Oh, no. Set piece woes are coming. Freer on the left-hand side. He's probably the best player, I think, if memory serves. Freer whips it in. It's gone over the head of Fletcher. Forced to Gehring. Ojo. I thought that was a penalty. I won't lie. It's a terrible dive, if not. Smith plays it into Fletcher. Fletcher. It's 1-0. Alex Fletcher scores for Bath. Okay. Nah, it's fine. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Not one bit. Reigns to Smith. Smith to Fletcher. It's a good finish. I will point out that Billericay actually currently, as it stands, sat at bottom of the Vanarama National South in real life. So let's just remember that, shall we? Vose hits it long. Oh my God, Iula's in round the back. Just no one's followed him. Iula, please finish. Iula. Oh no. Oh, he did everything right except for finish. So shooting hasn't been good enough. Let's get that better. Oh, I can't believe it. If Iula had just... It's a brilliant run from him, but he just ballsed up the finish. I mean, it's a brilliant ball from Vose over the top. I mean, the vision from our goalkeeper is phenomenal. Reigns on the ball for Bath here. He's playing at 6.1 as Carvalho. This is not the start I had in mind. Fletcher heads it. Gone just wide. Right, okay. Let's have a moment here. I'm going to move Sutherland out there, and I'm going to get Carvalho on as a shadow striker. Let's see if that improves him a little bit. Carvalho's got so much talent that it... No, he's not. He's having a mare. He's playing at a... Oh, hang on. I'll wait until after this. Sutherland. Come on, someone's bonce. Oh, it's headed away by Cook at the front post. Come on, Sutherland. You're better than that, mate. Whip a good ball in. Next, Pateta. Plays it to Lee. Lee to Allardyce. That is Sam Allardyce. That is just go backwards when you have the chance of going forward. Chambers to Lee. Lee to Reason. Reason. Chambers. Looking for Foxley. It's not the best ball, but Foxley's got him behind. Foxley! Just not even bothered, mate. Ojo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Ojo. Reason to Ojo. A lot of it's good coming down this left-hand side, which is what we want to see. Ojo. Foxley. Whip it in. Foxley. Iula! Jesus Christ. Oh. Dennis Carvalho is having an awful game. On comes Dean Parrott to save the day. Iula's done everything but bloody score. It is a 1-0 defeat with a lot of highlights. Unlucky, boys. It would have been nice to win. It was not to be. To be or not to be. That is the question. Not the worst result in the world, but also definitely not the best. I wanted to make a good start. Where were Bath meant to finish? But below us. Below us. Good. Right, well, we've got more games to go. We've got more games to go. What we're going to do then, let's come back for... I always love the FA Cup second qualifying round. It's a big part of it. So we're going to come back for the FA Cup second qualifying round and a home game. Our first game at the New Lodge on camera against Hemel Hempstead. So a few games in. Let's see how we're getting on. Hopefully, we'll pick up a couple of wins. That'd be a good start. But thank you very much for watching today's episode, everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then do drop a like on the episode. Share, subscribe, tell all your mates about it. Get excited. Remember, TYC also starts tonight over on Twitch at 6 p.m. today. So we're going to have a mega long stream to get it started. I hope that you guys are going to be there. But Billericay will be back again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thanks so much for watching. I'm so excited about the series. If you are as well, let me know in the comment section. Take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until I see you again, stay cool. Bye. Bollocks.